Hey guys, it's Sarah Lee here with another video for you guys, and this video is going to be completely different. It's going to be my 90s tag. The bantu knots, got the hoop earrings, got the 90s jacket on. Let's get started. Question 1, favorite Disney movie. I gotta say, hands down, my favorite Disney movie is The Lion King. I gotta admit, I still can't watch the part where Mufasa dies, but don't judge. I think that's everyone. But yeah, it was my favorite Disney movie growing up, and it still is today. Ha, Sivenya! Question number 2, favorite song and artist. My favorite song was probably Mbop by the Hanson Brothers because it was one of the first songs I recorded on a cassette player. Yes, I so happen to have a cassette player so close by. Yes, I know, living in the past, but so what? Recording the Hanson Brothers song, famous song, Mbop, everybody was singing it, had literally no lyrics. Well, it did have lyrics, but I don't even remember the lyrics. All I remember is like, Mbop, da, 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 bop. That's crazy, but look at these. Before MP3 players, before cassettes, there were these. Not cassettes, these are cassettes. Before CDs, there were these, man. Anyways, my favorite artist from the 90s included any boy band, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Spice Girls, Destiny's Child, of course. And then, of course, Michael Jackson. I know he's not from the 90s, but I was born in the 90s, so I grew up watching him as well. Let me put my shades on for this one, and it is, of course, the Fugees, Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, shout out to Haitians, Sakbase, Naboule, man, okay. But for real, Fugees, hands down, were one of the dopest hip-hop bands in the 90s, and of course I did a video on Lauryn Hill. Check that one out too. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have multiple favorites, so you can't really choose. Like, how you choose with Michael Jackson or Beyonce? Like, you can't do that. So they both. Number 3, favorite Nick Jr. show. I loved Blue's Clues. A low-key crush on Steve. When I say low-key, I mean high-key. Everybody in my family knew I had a crush on Steve. Steve was bae, and that was it. Question 4. What would you watch when you get home from school? What? Man, I have a lot of shows that I used to watch. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Full House, Family Matters. Oh, Family Matters. It's a rare condition this day and age. Hold on, let me look up the lyrics. Rare condition this day and age. We'll see. It's either harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting after every scene. As days go by, it's the bigger of love, family. But yeah, Family Matters. What else? Oh, the Wayans brothers. Yo, they were so funny. And I guess on school nights, we would watch, was it PBS? On Channel 13. Bob Ross used to be on it. And, what else? Sesame Street. And there was Arthur. Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And all those Arthur memes started to surface out of nowhere with his hands, man, pissed. Ugh. Oh, and at night, we're having dinner or whatever, we would watch WWE. We had Stone Cold Steve Austin, tops the list, of course. We had The Rock, Triple H, Chris Jericho, The Undertaker, Kane, The Dudley Boys, Jeff and Matt Hardy. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. Edge and Christian, Kurt Angle, Shane, Vince, the McMahon family, of course. Wrestling impacted my childhood so much, and I loved it. I still love it to this day. And also at night we would watch All That. Who remembers All That? Who remembers All That? All That was dope. I loved All That. Oh, that. This is all done. This is all done. Kenan and Kel. Oh my gosh, Kenan and Kel. I loved Kenan and Kel. It was the first show that I watched that made me cringe as a child, watching Kel do the stupidest things, and Kenan not helping either. He was not safe. He started a whole bunch of stuff that Kel didn't even want to do. In the beginning of the show, Kel didn't want to do it. At the end of the show, Kel didn't want to do it. But yet, Kenan got them into the mess, and Kel was Kel. And it was the best show ever, I would say, as a cringe-worthy show to watch. And it was so funny. And the mistakes that they made were just like, ugh. Question 5 says, NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys? Whew, this is a hard one. One side, the Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way. You are my fire, the one desire me. When I say I want it that way. And you had NSYNC with Bye Bye Bye, but it ain't no lie. Bye bye bye. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna choose NSYNC because I had the biggest crush on Justin Timberlake, and I used to fight my cousin over it as a kid, and I don't know why we were fighting because we both can't have him. I'm gonna choose NSYNC solely on that. Okay, question number 6. Favorite game console? I gotta say, hands down, N64, closed book, easy money, game strong. I used to kick butt in 007, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart. I gotta say, Sega Genesis was pretty dope too. I used to play Road Rage on Sega Genesis. Now, I am talking Stone Age right now for you, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. We had a rock with a hammer and a nail chiseling down. That's how old I'm talking about. There was something about it that was really cool. I mean, I could show you a clip. If I find one, I'll show you a clip. And the sound it made. 007, James Bond, that's the game to play. I still have my N64. I still have all my games, and I can still kick butt. So, holla at your girl if you want a beating. I'm just gonna say it like that. Boop. Question 7. My favorite Nickelodeon game show. Legends of the Hidden Temple. If you guys don't remember that, that was that game where you had to answer questions. And it was like this big rock with a face, and he used to talk, which was kind of creepy, but kind of cool. And then you would have to go through like this obstacle course at the end, which people would come and scare you. Guts. Do you remember Guts? Do you have any guts? Do you have it? Yeah, it was like a sports-driven show for kids. It was really cool to watch. Favorite out of all of them, I would say, is Double Dare. Oh my gosh, Double Dare was the show to watch for family games where you had to do obstacle courses to win, and you answer some questions. Really fun to watch. Answer questions with your family, and if you didn't know it, you would dare the other family and do a double dare if they didn't know it, and then you would do a physical challenge, and if you won that challenge, you would get the points. But at the end, if your family won, you had to do this like obstacle course with like 10 kind of thing, and you would have to catch a flag out of either like a whole huge room-size pie, and you would look for the flag. It would be like this orange flag, and you would have to grab it, give it to your family member, and if you won like, I don't know, a stereo system, tickets to Universal Studios, Skechers, or you could get a bike, or CD player, like when it just came out, or you would get a car, and I mean, the car would be like 1995 Jeep Wrangler or something like that, but it was a car, so I wish I was on that show. But it was great to see how the families would get together and, like, you know, do these like sloppy things, and that was really fun. Question 8. Favorite Nickelodeon or favorite Cartoon Network? Shout out to Cartoon Network. Y'all were the bomb too. Favorite shows from there? I gotta say Powerpuff Girls, Rugrats, Dexter's Lab, Doug. I don't know if this was Cartoon Network, but this was a big one. Tom and Jerry. I love Tom and Jerry. The music to it. I love jazz. They would chase each other and the music would play, and the whole seasons of the show, they wouldn't even have people talking, or they would not be talking. If they did a little bit, but the whole thing was basically music and actions that they would do, and I loved that. And you could portray any word that they would say through their physical body movements, or like just the way they act or their facial expressions. Tom would try to eat Jerry, and you know, the dog would try to eat Tom, or like vice versa. It was just crazy. But at the end of the day, if another dog or cat or mouse messed with any of them, they would have each other's back. I think they were like the greatest examples of sibling rivalry out there. Another legend, Hey Arnold, was dope, hands down. Homeboy got it. He was such a great character. He had charisma, so good to others, and it was just, he was just a classy kind of dude. Like, he would just chill, walk in and solve everyone's problem. Get solved, you get solved, solving everything. Kindest, sweetest little cartoon character out there, and every single episode had a little problem and a solution, so that was really sweet. Hey Arnold, bravo. Question number 9. Favorite early morning weekend show? Ooh, that one's a good one. Dragon Ball Z, Animaniac, Pinky and the Brain, Johnny Bravo, Ed, Edd and Eddie. That was a pretty cool show. Courage the Cowardly Dog, getting Miriam and her husband out from danger. He hated that dog. He hated Courage so much, but Courage was always saving them. Courage, good job. So that's the category for the cartoons, I would say. And then for the weekend shows, I would watch Saved by the Bell. Loved Saved by the Bell. This is kind of like a Saved by the Bell feels, right? Kind of. I'm gonna put this little thing in. I just started watching Friends. I know. Pick up your jaws. Stop saying what. I get it. And I gotta say, as a Seinfeld person, it's pretty cool. But I'm sick and tired of Friends people being like, I feel like they can't be in the same category, to be honest, because it's a completely different show. Friends is a show about something, and Seinfeld's a show about nothing. Can't put them in the same category. They both dope. Also, I loved Power Rangers growing up. Power Rangers was so cool. Tommy was big. Oh, Tommy! I had the biggest crush on Tommy. I hated Kimberly. Not shocking, because she liked Tommy low-key, and she was trying to, you know, cop my man, so I didn't like her. But but still, Power Rangers was so dope. It was so cool. And last but not least, my favorite McDonald's toy. Favorite McDonald's toy was from the movie Mulan. I got the horse, and you couldn't tell me nothing because the horse was bomb. And Mulan was so timely. Back then till now, it was just such a great reminder for women, girls, and children all over the world that we could do it back then, and we could do it right now. And that was great. I loved it. Go Mulan. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Anyways, this was my 90s tag video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and share this video, and I will see you in the next one. See you soon.